Alright, good morning guys. I wanted to let you know you will be having a notebook check this next week. So, hint, update your questions. And when I say questions, I'm talking about the questions on the left-hand side, okay? So make sure you're keeping up with those. Alright, today's notes is going to be writing and graphing inequalities. Mine's on page 39. And I'm taking these notes on Friday, but whenever you do it, you can put the date down. We're also going to be taking notes on solving inequalities, so if you want to go ahead and write that down, and that's on page 41 for me. Alright, so if you need to take a moment, go ahead and pause and copy. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and flip to my notes. Alright, go ahead and set up your C notes. In the toolbox I have the word inequality. You also need to add the word number line. I forgot to do that this morning. Inequality and number line. Okay? And remember your title is Graphing and Writing Inequalities. And your essential question is, why does the sign change when multiplying or dividing by a negative? Why does the sign change when multiplying or dividing by a negative? Alright, here we go. Go ahead and write this definition down. It says inequalities. An inequality is a mathematical sentence that compares quantities using greater than, or less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. That's what these symbols mean. Okay, so this one means greater than. So that means if there's a number on this side of it, it means this number is greater than whatever's on the other side, okay? This one's less than. This is less than or equal to. This bar underneath it represents equal to. And then or greater than or equal to, okay? Okay, so go ahead and copy this down real quick. Alright, so you're going to get this copied down. This is just the definition of what these symbols mean. So this is the less than, or it could be written as fewer than, okay? So that means if there's a number on this side, this number is less than this number, okay? This is the greater than symbol. This is the less than or equal to symbol, or it could be written out as no more than, okay? And then we have the greater than or equal to sign, and it also means no less than. Alright, go ahead and get this copied down. If you need to pause, go ahead. Alright, I also want you to put this down. It says the solution to an inequality is any number that makes it true. So for an equation, you know, we only had one solution for an equation because it had to make them equal. But for an inequality, it's any number that makes the statement true. So there's going to be more than one solution always. So that's why we're going to graph them on a number line. Alright, so the solution to an inequality is any number that makes it true. Alright, let's do this. I want you to copy this whole thing down, and then, so pause it, and copy, and then play again when you're ready to go, because I'm going to go through each of these, okay? Alright, so I made a table. This is words, so this is how it would be written in words. This is the algebraic, so how you would see it algebraically. We're going to graph the solution to each inequality here, and then we're going to write some possible solutions. Notice I put this down here. When you see the less than or equal to sign, you're going to use an open circle on the graph, okay? And then when you see a greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, you're going to use the closed circle. And we'll look more at that. So this says x is greater than negative 1. So that means I'm going to write x using the greater than symbol is greater than negative 1, okay? So, since I see that it's not equal to, it's just greater than, I'm going to put an open circle on negative 1. Alright, so we were talking about what makes this greater than negative 1. So let's talk about possible solutions. So if it's greater than negative 1, we're going to draw an open circle on it, come up, and go draw towards greater than, okay? Because remember, numbers greater than negative 1 are to the right. So now if I plug in numbers, like if I plug in negative 1, is negative 1 greater than negative 1? No, so that is why there's an open circle, is because it cannot be equal to negative 1. Okay, so then 0. Is 0 greater than negative 1? Yes, because it's further to the right on the number line. Any number further to the right on the number line is greater than, okay? So possible solution could be 0, and then let's plug in another one. 2. Is 2 greater than negative 1? Yes, okay? But all of the numbers to the right of negative 1 are solutions to this inequality. All right, let's read the next one. I see m is less than, okay, negative 2. So I'm going to write m is less than negative 2, okay? So I already have my words. Here's my algebraic. I see that it's less than, so I'm not equal to, so I'm going to put an open circle on negative 2. Okay, when I'm drawing this one, I'm going to either shade in the direction less than or draw a line above it. So I'm going to draw a line. Okay, now let's talk about possible solutions. If I plug in negative 2, is negative 2 less than negative 2? No, it's equal to negative 2, so it's not there. Negative 1, is negative 1 less than negative 2? No, because it's further to the right, so that means it's greater than. So let's try negative 3. Negative 3 less than negative 2? Yes. And negative 4 would also work. All right, on the next number line, we're just given the graph. So I see that 0 is there, and it's going to the right, so something is greater than or equal to, because it's a shaded circle. And I'm going to go ahead and use the letter K. So K is greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So now I'm going to write that is greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So now possible solutions. Notice this one is shaded on the number line. So if I plug in 2, is 2 greater than or equal to 0? Yes. If I plug in 50, is 50 greater than or equal to 0? Yes. So remember, it's not just the number shown on the number line, it's any number to the right on the number line. All right, let's look at the next one. G is greater than or equal to negative 1. Okay, I'm just going to write that down. Actually, I'm going to write is more than negative 1. No, is no more than, no, is no less than. Okay, so G is no less than negative 1. So we're going to draw an open circle and then shade it because it's equal to. Okay, remember, if you see the bar, it's going to be closed, and it's greater than or equal to, so it's going to go up and to the right. Okay, so possible solutions for this are 2. Is 2 greater than or equal to negative 1? Yes. Is 6 greater than or equal to negative 1? Yes. All right, we're given the graph again on the bottom. I see it's an open circle and shaded to the left, so that means it's going to be less than. And I'm going to use the letter P. So P is less than or equal to, and I see that it's an open circle on 1. So notice I didn't put my equal to because it's just less than 1. So I'm going to write that P is less than 1. Okay? Let's talk about possible solutions. So negative 1. Is negative 1 less than 1? Yes. Is negative 20 less than 1? Yes. Okay, just remember that it's an open circle if it's not equal to, and it's a closed circle if it is equal to. Okay, thank you for taking your notes. Have a great night or morning.